Alaskan Nets is a new documentary produced in part by Chris Pratt, which tells the story of a small Alaskan fishing village located on a remote island and its strong ties to high school basketball. The film follows the school's 2018 boys state championship team. I spoke with the film's director of Alaskan Nets.
It's basketball and fishing. If you were to take either of those away from the community, I don't think it could continue.
I'm curious how you came to learn about this story.
I just kind of stumbled across this photo essay about this community called Metlakatla in Alaska. And I think after seeing, it was probably 10 photos and a couple of short paragraphs, I think everything about it just fascinated me. And then when you saw that these kids, high schoolers and even younger, are commercial fishermen providing for their families and for themselves at such a young age while playing basketball, trying to bring hope and pride and joy to their community, it was just like, holy cow, how has this not been told?
Let's bring one home.
I think when I first got there, I was just kind of like, wow, like Alaska. I'd never been to Alaska before that. So I went from maybe tourist, just appreciating the natural beauty of it, then to appreciating kind of the culture that I was kind of being immersed into.
Your grandfather played basketball, your father played basketball, and we're gonna play basketball.
They are amazing people who have a difficult life, a fragile life, but just seeing how they pull together and stay together was incredible.
Seems like there's a funeral every month.
We knew there were, an immense amount of risks in the fishing industry. Had no idea that it would be as maybe tragic as it was. It takes horrible turns at multiple junctures, and it just seeing the toll that took on the community was pretty surprising, and just like we felt that tension and that weight.
When viewers see this film, what are you hoping that they'll take away from it?
Seeing what sports can do for a person, for a community, and kind of bring people together, especially in times of difficulty and tragedy. This story is the ultimate example of that. This community has been so beaten down by tragedy, by environmental factors, and they needed a win, and all of the pressure was on this basketball team. And it felt like if they didn't deliver, like the whole town would fall apart.
Why do you think this documentary will resonate with an audience?
I think there's something really special about seeing a team try to fight through something, and especially when their backs are up against it and there's just a lot of pressure. We've had some communities in rural California say, like, we don't fish, we're not even close to the ocean, but we have a lot of immigrant families who also work really hard jobs and try to play sports and are trying to support their families while juggling this. We've had schools in Maine say similar, schools in Tennessee. There's been lots of communities see parallels, even if they're not direct to their own communities. And at the end of the day, it's just like, if you like Hoosiers, if you like Friday Night Lights, if you like those type of movies, like you're gonna like this film. So I think there's a lot to be learned by hope, resilience, and just like perseverance in the face of everything that life throws at you. It's like, this is a snapshot of a year plus of life in Metlakatla.
The good Lord and our family, and then the hoop, and then all the glory. So yeah, it's right in the DNA and right in the blood, brother.
It is a record of them, and it makes them proud, and that's the most important thing.
Alaskan Nets is streaming and available now.